pieces of information in it that the people that you want to find you are going to put in. What are they typing in? What might they type in? How might they even misspell the words that they're typing so that they match up to words that are in my profile?
Is there any statistic or any tool that you can see what people are actually typing into the LinkedIn search engine?
Not in the LinkedIn world. LinkedIn pretty closely matches the Google tools, and there's a lot of Google tools out there in terms of finding out what words people are putting in. But there's not a similar analytic tool within LinkedIn. And I would say at this point.
No reason why it can't be, in the pipeline.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would be coming. It's becoming much more of a Salesforce.com CRM sort of a tool, particularly in the recruiting industry. All the time. There's a new feature coming up. Well, I just described the little tattletale feature when this person doesn't work here anymore. That won't be announced, by the way. It'll just be out there, and it'll be up to the world to find out that it's there.
Okay, all right. So so you were talking about the X and Y coordinates. So the first thing is you need to have a profile that has
those right words, getting those right words. And in fact, that's why we wrote the book, the Rock the World with Your Online Presence LinkedIn book, and that was how to optimize a profile. Every little section, this little section over here, these kind of words go in with this kind of punctuation, and use all caps in this situation, and there's a way to bring in a little squiggly character. Oh, down here it's a little bit different. You need to put in flowing words that have colorful adjectives. Oh, but it's different over here where the commas matter a lot. And down at the very bottom, you want to make sure that you put in this, this, and this. Well, all those little componentry pieces are one of the components that get you found. And that is in making sure that you're in the net. There's this net of people that are fishing around for something that you might sell or have or want to be associated with. And you want to be caught in that net. Now, within that net, one of the other components has to do with where those words are matter, because if there are particular words like business coach in your case, those words, if they're put in at the very top where the heavy real estate is, so to say, it's called the header or the headline area of your LinkedIn profile. Those words are ranked a lot higher by both LinkedIn and by Google. So certain words you want to make sure you put up there, but getting the words in your profile anywhere is the big deal. And then you want to go shop your profile to as many people. So with a great profile, I now have a full page ad in the yellow pages, and it looks good. I paid a lot of money for it. I spent a lot of time on it. Now, how many people do I want to have a copy of the yellow pages so they have an opportunity to see my ad? Probably a lot. And that's where the network building comes into play. Is I want people now to be able to find me, not just theoretically, but actually, because my network and their network have to cross one another. They have to intersect. Right. If your network and my network don't intersect, I'm not going to find you. And LinkedIn makes it easy to intersect networks because they have the network, and then the friend of a friend network. They go another level out. So it's not just who you know. Like in Facebook, if I have 50 friends in Facebook, my network is 50.
Right. Yes.
Same thing in LinkedIn. Could be 5 million.
Mm-hmm. Depending on who those 50 are friended with and who those friends of the friends are friended with.
Now, which environment do you want to sell in?
The one that gives you the more greater opportunity, the wider network, for sure.
Yeah, and if you're recruiting, same thing. I mean, and there's so if that's where the wild things are, so to say, if that's where the people are, where the hot stuff's happening, then that's where the eyeballs are pointed. Well, then it makes sense for your audience to be paying more attention to this, like they are today. Because this is ROI, it's called.
So it sounds...
Return on interest.
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah. So it sounds like you want to pay attention to who has the large networks. And and connect with those people.
It's your fastest way to get from point A to point B. If let's say it's a politician, doesn't the politician want to have a big rally of people he can get in front of instead of shaking hands one at a time? There's only so much time. I can't shake enough hands to become a candidate for president, but I could create rallies of lots of people at one place, big concerts with big festivals and lots of bands, as opposed to seeing small bands play in little coffee shops. It's the same principle that, life's short. We're not planting seeds for business for 2011 right now. We need business to happen now. And that's what this does.
All right, excellent. So we have a question from the line here, and somebody is asking, why do you travel so much?
There's you're frankly in one situation, you're worth more money in another city as a speaker or a trainer.
Oh, fascinating. Oh.
People get used to you just being part of the town. You get pulled in to do a lot of free things, and on the road out there, you're a premium quality. It's that way for bands. Aerosmith grew up like in Chicago, let's say, and they're doing great. They got a big following, but when they go out on the road, look what happens. They're opening acts now for the Who and all, because when you go on the road, we're usually associated with folks that are high up in the game. Other speakers at conferences these are, we train with millionaires in some cases who've made millions of dollars doing this stuff. And we're peers with them, and they open doors for us. Yeah,
excellent. That is a good